Welcome to Ty and Rye, the Finance Guys Market Mini Report, a short podcast that updates you on the past week's important topics and trends. Remember, this is not an offer to sell, and past performance does not guarantee future returns. Here are Ty Hansen and Ryan Robertson.
Hello, welcome to the Market Mini for Ty and Rye, the Finance Guys. This is for the week that's ending July 2nd, Friday, July 2nd. And you'll notice I'm solo again. My beautiful, lovely business partner, Ryan, is out enjoying enjoying some festivities for the 4th of July weekend. And I hope all of you wonderful listeners have great plans for this weekend and enjoy a little bit of downtime. I got some data for the month of June and also a quick recap for this last week. Interesting. We're seeing some changes and trends in the markets. The first 3 months compared to this last 3 months, it's kind of interesting. So we'll talk about that briefly. This last week, the big winner. So the market's up about 1.5%, a little over 1.5% this last week. The big part of that really was coming from NASDAQ, from the tech side of the market. Small cap was the biggest loser this last week, down about a little over 1.25%. And bonds are slowly creeping back this week. Also, cryptos are back on the rise this week a little bit. The biggest winner being Ethereum, up over double digits. So interesting. Some of the just general market data. So it's really interesting. Something that I noticed. So we're seeing a lot of job creation. So that's kind of the spike in the market. Even just today, the new jobs created, some of that economic data was actually really strong for this last week, a lot higher than what was expected. But the interesting piece is that unemployment was actually a little bit higher. So more jobs created, a little bit less of people going back to work. So unemployment generally is actually still doing better. That number is coming, the unemployed percentage is coming down, but yeah, we're seeing this kind of interesting trend where economy strong, growth is strong, jobs being created, but people not going back to work. So kind of interesting. I'll let you think about that for a minute. I've read a few articles, a few different analyst pieces, and the consensus is it's still COVID. People are a little nervous from COVID, but I don't know. I have some of my own speculations, but I'll hold off. Earlier this week, we got some consumer confidence data. So the Consumer Confidence Index does some polling of the American population to see where people are at. That was really strong. In fact, we're seeing the strongest consumer confidence numbers, stronger than we've seen since pre-COVID. So that's pretty good. Basically, we're seeing that that the market, that the economy is doing better. People have a lot more confidence. So pretty good there. But again, it's weird. Strong economy, strong market data, yet we're not seeing the workforce come back like we had thought. So crazy things going on in the markets, and it's interesting to see. Nonetheless, markets are doing well. We're seeing strength in the markets. So for the month of June, again, biggest winner, tech. And that's kind of this trend that I've been looking at and kind of dissecting over the last little bit is, so really important, interesting information here, right? Understanding where the trends are going in the market. So what the story we're seeing today is very different than the story we were seeing the first 3 months of the year. Okay, so I'm gonna go through a few data pieces here. So hang with me for a second. Now keep in mind the first 3 months of the year, the average percentage gain across the market, all across the different pieces and sectors of the market, was about 9-10% the first 3 months. The last 3 months, that's slowed down a little bit, roughly about 5.8% growth. And again, it varies. That's like me breaking down the different pieces of the market. Really, it's because the last 3 months we've absorbed part of the inflation scare, right? So that's why I think we're seeing a little lower return data. But what's interesting is this. So the first 3 months of the year, value, Dow Jones, right? That's where we were seeing stronger gains. And I think more of the speculation was in the small cap area, right? Small cap was really strong the first 3 months. That's flipped. The last 3 months, the S&P 500, which has a lot of tech component to it, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, right? Those have been the strongest winners the last 3 months. So it's interesting, right? We're seeing that trend in the market. We're seeing that flip where less value and what I would say where people are, where people are kind of going to find an area of safety. There's a little bit less of that sentiment in the market. Now we're kind of shifting back into this tech, like let's go for more growth. So anyways, interesting trends we're seeing. All in all, markets, like I said, markets were good this week. We're kind of shrugging off some of the inflation fear, and we're hitting all-time highs. So it'll be interesting to watch the next couple of weeks. But thanks for your time today. As always, we appreciate your listen, and go check us out at tyandrye.com. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend.
Thanks for listening to Ty and Rye, the Finance Guys. This is our weekly market mini report. New episodes of this will be put out every Monday, so make sure you don't miss those. Also, the longer podcast, more in-depth discussions, those will drop every Saturday. So subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, or follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Ty and Rye Podcast. That way you don't miss any new episodes. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you have a great week.